Hi, my name is Nick Sutton. I've been a practicing CPA since 1998. I have co-founded Matters Solutions, located here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, which is a taxpayer representation firm. Today, I would like to talk to you about how to open a withholding account from the Indiana Department of Revenue. You might ask, well, who needs to open an account with the Indiana Department of Revenue? There are a lot of reasons why you may need an account. You may collect withholding, you may collect sales tax and food and beverage. But ultimately, more than likely, the person that needs to open an account is someone that's just opened a business. When we talk about opening an account with the Indiana Department of Revenue to collect taxes and remit those taxes back to the Indiana Department of Revenue, we're talking about a fiduciary relationship between you and the Indiana Department of Revenue. A fiduciary is someone that involves one who holds something in trust for another. So here in our example, this company has been entrusted to withhold and remit taxes back to the Indiana Department of Revenue. If that fails to happen, the person that is responsible for collecting those taxes may be held personally liable for those taxes if they are not remitted. The form in which you were to file to open an account with the Indiana Department of Revenue is the BT1. That form is a 4-page form that has several parts. The BT1 is a 4-page form that has several sections. Section A talks about sales tax and use tax. Section B talks about withholding tax. Section C talks about the county innkeeper's tax. Section D talks about food and beverage tax, if you live in a county in which food and beverage tax needs to be collected. Section E talks about motor vehicle tax. Section G is prepaid gasoline, and Section 8 is private employment agencies. As far as when do you need to file these forms, I believe here that you need to be proactive. Do not wait until you've been in business for a month or two and then realize, hey, I need to remit these taxes, because now they are late and you do not have an account number in which to remit. So you need to be proactive with this and establish that account and get things set up ahead of time in place for your business to open. Where do you file this form? You can file this form either online or in person. If you were to file it online, the web address shown on the screen is where you would go to do that. And after filling it out online, within 48 hours, you should be contacted back on what your number would be, your registration number, that is. The other option is to go into a local a local Indiana Department of Revenue office and fill out the form there. And once again, if you were to follow the web address on your screen, that will list all of the Indiana Department of Revenue offices that you may be able to do that. And then finally, why do you need to do all this? Well, that's actually very simple, and it's the law. If you find that you need help filling out the BT1, feel free to give us a call here at Matters Solutions. You can call us locally at 260-489-0818 or use our toll-free number at 1-877-489-8999. Thank you.